MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Steven Strasburg gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Now at the plate, here is Keith Hernandez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Back is Guerrero, but he can't get there. It's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, looks like they were determined to be aggressive early. It almost results in a home run in the first at-bat of the game, but he'll settle for a double and hope the number 2 man can pick him up.
At the plate, Brandon Nimmo. And that misses 2-1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
Now Nimmo connects out to deep right field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. First home run of the campaign for him as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
So now to the plate, Joe Torre, high and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. No outs, nobody on. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. There's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next for the Mets, Robinson Cano. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit. The throw to third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Well, that's what's difficult about pitching. You have a guy that's up there swinging. Pitch before this takes a big swing and almost falls down, and then he shortens it up and hits a base hit right on the next pitch.
Yeah, Dan, that's what we call the old bait and switch right there. He tried to go deep, count leverage, get to 2 strikes, shorten up, and do your job.
2-1 the count. As a look, now the pitch.
That's ball
3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Next up for New York, Jeff McNeil, and the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Torrey on third, Conforto on second, Smith at first, 1 gone. On he pops it up, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Skied down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Into the box, Francisco Lindor. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Strasburg comes set. 1-2 on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
3 runs already home here. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Tom Seaver. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. The set and the 1-1.
Nope,
fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
You put yourself in this situation, you got to get yourself out of it. You got the pitcher at the plate, 2-0 count. You got to take your chances and throw something middle of the plate.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Schwarber is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Mets 3 and the Nationals nothing. Tom Seaver, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Stepping up is Trey Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. 2-1 to count to Trey Turner. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
Ball even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Gets a small piece near the plate. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark. The sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
Harrison in front, 3 balls and a strike. Heading out towards shallow right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero.
And now for Washington, Vladimir Guerrero looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Throw on to Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They trail it here 3-0. And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Brandon Nimmo. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Ready with the 3-1.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Striding in is Joe Torre. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Now the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and this deflects right off him. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So here's the cleanup hitter. Robinson Cano struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here. 3-1 fastball, middle cut, and he didn't miss it. That's the fight throughout the course of the game, to get yourself into count leverage and capitalize.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Here comes the 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Strasburg comes set. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, man, that's a frustrating one as a hitter. That pitcher missed right there. He did not want to hang that breaking ball with 2 strikes, and you foul it away. You have to regroup. You're not seeing that again.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fouled away. Torre over at second. Cano at first. 2 out in the inning. A full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away. Well, Dan, do you agree with the timing of the visit from the pitching coach?
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the 2nd inning. But I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
So our situation has the bases loaded, 2 men out, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. Ready with the 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The set and the 2-1. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Two and 2. Here it is. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. A couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Bottom of the inning now, and up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
Count full.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Torrey recovers, and the throw is in time. Carter is retired, and there's one away. Striding in now for the Nats, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
Popped him up. Torrey moving to his left. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, Josh Bell.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Jeff McNeil. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Now here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Well, we just witnessed a really nice running grab in the outfield, worthy of another look with show track. Had to go a long way, 115 feet according to the data, and of course the route was top-notch as well. Into the box now, Francisco Lindor. Now a ball hit out to right field and deep. Vlad will give chase, but this ball is gone. A home run. It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
To the plate now, Tom Seaver. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 17, Keith Hernandez.
Now it'll be Keith Hernandez, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. The 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Carter fields it cleanly. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 New York. And now in the box, Kyle Schwarber as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 3-1 pitch. Fouled off.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Skied down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. No one can make a play, and the first Nationals hit is going to be extra bases. And the Nationals come out flying. It's a leadoff triple.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run, too.
Standing in now, Starlin Castro. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
So now to the plate, Steven Strasburg, fouled away. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Trey Turner. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Nationals leave 1. They're down 4-0. New inning set to get underway, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Pulled toward right center field. Therefore it is Guerrero, 1 away.
The catcher, number 9, Joe Torre.
Up next, Joe Torre. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Robinson Cano. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Strasburg comes set. Here's the 1-1.
Hey!
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And he misses again, as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Mets strand 1, but they're in front 4-0. Josh Harrison stands in. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-1.
Hey.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted in the air to center. Nimmo is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Carter.
And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. Hard hit ball to second, right to him. Throw on to Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Your
Joe
attention,
Ross
please.
is out from the
Now
bullpen
pitching
now as he'll
for
be
the
making his first appearance of
Number
this young
41,
season.
Joe Ross.
All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Dominic Smith. The 1-1 home. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that's in there, base hit. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
What a nice piece of hitting right there.
Number 6.
Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
In now, Jeff McNeil. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
The 2-1 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The 3-1. Smith leads off second with nobody out. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He went deep last time up.
To show you how strong this guy is, he hit that last off-speed pitch over 400 feet, so the pitcher wasn't supplying most of the power there. This is a really strong hitter.
And it's fouled away.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
The 1-2.
Yep, that ball went out. Thank you.
And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Into the box now, Tom Seaver heading out towards shallow right. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Mets leave 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in the outfielder, Juan Soto. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Josh Bell.
And now here is Josh Bell, struck out in his first at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. All even now, 2-2. I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. 2-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail here 4-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP Keith Hernandez. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Here comes the 1-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Dan, he took that right back in his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Brandon Nimmo will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Struck him out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Standing in now, Joe Torre. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Hernandez stands at first with 1 out. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. There's Harrison for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Stepping in now, Robinson Cano. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Mets out in front, 4-0. ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Starlin Castro. Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there to try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Number 88 will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with one away. The 3-2 pitch. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Turner.
At the plate now, Trey Turner. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They're down 4-0. Ryan Harper is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 33, Ron.
7th inning ready to roll. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Michael Conforto. Popped him up. Bell in foul ground. He's got it one away.
The left fielder, number 2, Dominic Smith.
Next to stand in is Dominic Smith. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 to Dominic Smith.
1-2.
That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. So here's Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Here's the 1-2 delivery. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Harrison's got it. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 4-0.
7th inning stretch.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up Josh Harrison. Here now the 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now here's the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping, he wants 3. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
This guy smokes this thing, hustling all the way around the third. So far, they posted nothing but zeros in this one, but he stands 90 feet away now, and they should be able to push him across.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero rolled slowly down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run homer for Vladimir Guerrero, giving him an even .450 for his career. And the Nationals are right back in it. It's now a 4-2 score. Well, I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength. In now, Gary Carter. Very weakly on the ground. Bouncer up the middle. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Into the box now, Juan Soto. Popped him up. There to make the catch is McNeil, and there's one away.
The first baseman, number 19, Josh Bell.
And stepping in, Josh Bell. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. The 2-1 home. 2-2 the count. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one. And this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. Fouled off. Two pitches fouled away. He's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Mets 4 and the Nationals 2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Daniel Hudson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Victor Robles is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. Career line against Daniel Hudson. He's 1 for 2. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
The count is 1-2.
Here comes the 1-2.
Ball.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
J.D. Davis will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28, J.D. Davis.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Is looked at for ball number 2. Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Keith Hernandez.
At the plate, Keith Hernandez. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. High in the air out to center field. Robles is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The center fielder, number 10, Brandon Nimmo.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. Career line against Daniel Hudson. He's 1 for 3. Two balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Mets strand 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Edwin Diaz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Starlin Castro. The 1-1 home.
Nope.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Popped him up. Torrey over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
So now to the plate, Victor Robles. And there's ball 2 now. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Trey Turner. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and the ever-versatile Josh Harrison digs in. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. And there he goes towards second. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Turner leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. He's running again. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 left for Washington. They trail it here 4-2. Wander Suero enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So here is Joe Torre. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Swinging a shot back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Now back, second baseman, Robinson.
Standing in now, Robinson Cano. Bell scoops it up. 1 there. Over to Bell for the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. In the air down the line in left. Long run for the left fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
In now, Dominic Smith. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there. And now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Mets leave 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Seth Lugo takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And set to stand in the legendary free swinger Vladimir Guerrero. 1-1 on its way to Vlad. A swing by Vlad, and this one's driven to left. And that one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Stepping in now, Gary Carter. 1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses ball 2. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Gary Carter is
Now
dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Soto.
To the plate now, Juan Soto. Hit in the air down the right field line. Conforto is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Josh Bell.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Fouled away.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Last strike now for the Nats. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect a save.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Metropolitans hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Tom Seaver gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he struck out 13 in this one. Steven Strasburg was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Seth Lugo records the save, his second. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Nationals, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
you.